You know those those things in life where you've been anticipating it for so long, so long, and it's almost like you want it to happen so bad, but at the same time, you want to make sure you do it right. And so, that gives you a little anxiety. Well, that's what right now is. Finally, we're doing my 19th birthday, Dave. And honestly, I'm just to give you a little sneak peek, I am thinking about, going back and doing a lot of these monumental like songs in my life, because this is a monumental song in my life. A lot of them are Dave. And this song is 4 years old. You can see on the bottom there. 4 years old. Off the Game Over EP. I've always liked Drake's. I was about to say, jeez, man. Last video, man, I said this album, I called it Both Sides of a Smile. And I apologize to anyone who probably picked up on that. Yeah. We're all alone in this together. But, yeah, I said Drake just now too. But yeah, Dave's cover album art or EP art, whatever, any singles, anything is always incredible. I put the album on the wall because not only because it's one of my favorite albums, but the cover art is insane. And I like the Game Over art too. I think it's definitely I thought about it as weird first, but it's just a cool concept. I'm sure there's a meaning behind it, like spirit animal type of thing, or I don't know, whatever vibe he was on at the time. I mean, obviously, if you listen to the EP, he was on some serious vibes, some revenge. Let's go as hard as possible. Game over, as the title is, type of vibes. And this song, along with How I Met My Ex, are kind of like a little like let's take it more slower. Let's get deep. Those type of vibes. And yeah, I mean, should we just get into it? I don't even know what else to say. I mean, this is because I'm a Dave mega fan, just like I'm a Drake mega fan, hence the OVO as always. I saw he posted on a story, like a couple days ago, like Instagram story, saying like, ask me questions. Someone asked him what's his favorite songs to record ever. This was on the list of it. Pretty much all the songs on the list were like, obviously like big songs for him, but they're also like not necessarily his biggest songs, some of them, but all of them were like huge songs for me as a Dave fan. Like My 19th Birthday, not really maybe his most popular song. I listen to that more than I listen to a lot of stuff off the new album, to be honest, even though they're both great. But yeah, man, basically what I mean to say is go listen to some old Dave, because it's some real stuff, man. I'm 19 right now, and so I listen to this song a lot, and just think about like, imagine like being in his shoes at 19 and being as mature as he is. Some of the stuff he says in the song too, obviously I've heard it before. It's crazy, man. It really makes you feel shit about yourself at 19. This like the same way a pro footballer makes you feel shit about yourself, to like freaking Pedri and all them 18, 19 years old. But hey, man, it's talent, bro. You gotta respect it. And this is my favorite artist, so yeah, let's get into it, man. Finally, my 19th birthday. Santan Dave, come on.
169.
Shout out to 169. I had to do that as a producer, responsible for some of the best hits.
169. I spent my 19th birthday in the hospital with my brother and my mum, and I know it sounds dumb, but I felt like I lost it all. The pain's compulsory, suffering's optional.
I really don't want to pause so much, but it's like for a video like this is, I don't even know, man. Just to start it out like that, my 19th birthday in the hospital with my brother and my mom, And I know it sounds dumb, but I felt like I lost it all. Like, God, pain's compulsory, suffering's optional. Obviously, I don't know what he's referring to, like why he was in the hospital necessarily. I don't think that's like a wide known fact necessarily, but whatever happened, you know, he didn't envision that's how he was gonna spend his 19th birthday. He probably envisioned it like, oh, we're just gonna have a good time, party, whatever. You know, life is life, man. And he said pain is compulsory, suffering's optional. You're gonna feel pain when something bad happens, no matter what. Whether you choose to suffer about it, mull it over, whatever the word expression is, for weeks, I don't know if I want to say it's your choice, but it's optional. You know, you don't have to force yourself to do it. Just gotta be strong sometimes. Keep it moving.
Takeshi's Castle, my life's got obstacles. I'm still dealing with a
Takeshi's Castle, like TV show. I think it was from the UK. I might be wrong, or maybe might be Asian. I'm not really sure. I think it's Asian, a Japanese TV show. I'm not sure, but I know it's like popular in the UK. It's like an obstacle. You gotta get through obstacles, kind of like Wipeout type of thing, I think. Yeah, my life's got obstacles though. That's what he said.
Suffering's optional. Takeshi's Castle, my life's got obstacles. I'm still dealing with a whole load of stress. I see my older brother so close to the edge and not there, put a hole in my chest. And then they tell you home's where the heart.
See his brother. If you guys know what happened to Dave's brother, basically got birded in UK terms. Basically got like a super long prison sentence. I'm not sure if it's life or if it's like, it might be life. Or if it's just a large number. I don't know. But yeah, he talks, a lot of his early songs really center on this psychodrama, especially the song Drama at the end of the album, which is one of my like favorite songs. Not in the sense of like I enjoy it necessarily, but it's just like it gets me through a lot of pain, and I feel like he talks about that too in that song heavily. Real stuff, man.
So close to the edge and not there, put a hole in my chest. And then they tell you home's where the heart is, but I got a hole where my heart is because I let a hole where my heart is. Never.
Like, this is the thing about Dave, man. He could be giving you a outpouring of real, just real pain from his heart, and then just drop in these casual bars just because he's such a gifted rapper, and they're insane bars. They tell you home's where the heart is, but I got a hole where my heart is because I let a hole where my heart is. And especially in the UK accent too, because the UK rappers be like, they be barring up and making, you know, stuff rhyme phonetically in their accent. So it, especially in the UK accent where you says like whole, it doesn't sound like necessarily an American saying like whole, maybe accentuating it the same way. But that's the real stuff, man. And he has a hole where his heart is because he let a hoe where his heart is. He let a girl, you know, a hoe where his heart is. You know, he let her kind of get to his feelings. She played him, whatever. And now he has a hole where his heart is.
I got a hole where my heart is because I let a hole where my heart is. Never again. I had to tell her that we're better as friends. I never messaged again. Every message I send ends up in a group chat because girls go and tell all their friends.
I'm gonna let it continue.
It's one of many reasons why I ain't sending DMs.
See, this is where Dave gets into the real talking to guys like me. If you're watching, you're a guy. Listen to this next, you know, part of the song here. This is just, he's telling y'all real stuff about girls. And this dude, 19th birthday, he's 19 at this time. He knows all this stuff. And a lot of dudes, they can be 40 years old. They don't know the stuff this Dave is saying in this track. Dudes are 40 years old. They don't know this stuff. First of all, he's saying he got played by the girl. It's done. I ain't talking to her. I'm not sending no messages. And a lot of times when I'm sending these girls messages, they end up in a group chat. That's how it is. If you really think about it, that's probably what's happening. If you're sending these risky messages, you know, I got nothing against it, to be honest. I think from Dave's perspective, he's probably, because he's, you know, gaining fame, gaining money, all this. he's kind of realizing, you know, I can't be sending stuff like this to random girls. I can't be doing this the same way. Maybe I was thinking of doing it before.
Look, I'm gonna keep this cake and I'm gonna eat this cake.
Yeah.
That's why I'm living 3 lives. I'm in GTA, I'm in Los Angeles, driving a Mercedes. And it's funny because honestly, I didn't think I'd see LA. Surprise birth.
Wake up, Ali, wake up. That's my new thing now, I guess. Come in, Fulcrum, come in. Hey, shout out to Fulcrum, Bay Area. But besides, I have no idea why I mentioned that, but yeah, that's a bar. I'll be honest with you, I made an Instagram caption of that bar. Yes, I have heard this song before, as I said. That is probably, like, he's drifting these real things, these painful things from his life. Then he just drop casually these bars. No rapper in the US is dropping these bars. Like, no, like, new rapper that's out now. Like, maybe you get, like, that level of a bar from, like, a, you know, established, like, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. Maybe not that type of bar necessarily, but, like, you know, they have the ability for it. A lot of these newer rappers, they don't got the ability for this. No. I mean, okay, so first of all, he said, living 3 lives like I'm in GTA. You know, GTA video game can keep respawning. I'm in Los Angeles, driving a Mercedes. And it's funny, because honestly, I didn't think I'd see LA. He didn't think he'd see LA. He didn't think he'd ever go to LA. But he's driving a Mercedes. CLA is a type of Mercedes. It's over for the rest of the game. It's over. He's done. He's already dead. He's already dead. Simpsons, you know the reference. It's the hardest bar, man. I don't know what else I can do about this bar. Like, to really hammer it home. This is like one of my favorite Dave bars ever, honestly. Especially because, like, being in California too, going to LA. Like, I really wanted to make it. I really wish the Instagram caption was me driving a Mercedes, but you know, she isn't like that right now. She isn't like that. Hey, soon come. We grinding, and I hope all y'all grinding too.
He's driving a Mercedes, and it's funny because honestly, I didn't think I'd see LA. Surprise birthday party, I didn't see this cake coming. I need this money like it's EMA.
I need this money like it's EMA. I'm not sure what that means. That might be like some thing in the UK. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't see this birthday party coming. What did he say again?
Los Angeles, driving a Mercedes,
you know I got short-term memory loss.
Because honestly, I didn't think I'd see LA. Surprise birthday party, I didn't see this cake coming.
Didn't see this cake coming. Didn't see all this money coming in my life through music, what have you. But just like surprise birthday, I didn't see the cake coming. Didn't see the money coming. You know what I'm saying?
I need this money like it's EMA. You gotta separate the rats from the G's. If you can't handle cheese, how the hell you gonna be a great? I need a
Gotta separate the rats from the G's. The snitches from the real people. If you can't handle cheese, let me break this down. You can't handle cheese. Again, goes back to the rat part of the bar. Rats eat cheese, I think, or mice, or, you know, same thing. If you can't handle cheese, then how the hell you gonna be a great? Cheese grater, grates cheese, cuts cheese. But if you can't handle cheese, you can't handle money, then how are you gonna be a great? How are you gonna be like one of the best rappers out there, or what have you? You know what I'm saying? You need to be able to handle money. Like all this stuff, Dave said this in Jekyll and Hyde. This stuff is obvious if you have your head set straight. The problem is not a lot of people have their head set straight. A lot of people are up to some haram activities. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to me, it's up to you, it's up to people like Dave to preach and tell people what's right and wrong. Or at least, you know, let them know maybe maybe you should rethink it. 19th birthday, man. He was doing this shit from 19, man.
Blazing inferno for my enemies. Behind my back, I know that everybody censoring me.
Yeah.
And I respond, but I don't even have the time. I mean, asking Avellino couldn't help me find the energy.
Every freaking line, every 4 bars, every 2 bars, every 1 bar is a bar. He talking about people talking behind his back. You know, I can't respond to them. Why? I don't got the time for that. I'm doing better things. While they're over there hating, they're not doing nothing. They're not on the level I am. So why am I gonna respond to them? Even asking Avellino couldn't help me find the energy. Avellino has a song with Skepta and is WizKid on the track? I don't know why I thought WizKid. Maybe he is. But he has one of his biggest tracks, Avellino, is called Energy. It's actually in FIFA. All my FIFA players know it. So yeah, referencing that. Even asking Avellino could have helped me find the energy to, you know, do it. To respond.
I don't think my ends want the best for me. That's why they question me. Fake G checking me. Fuck the road, but if
Dave always be talking about getting G checked, man. He talked about it in I want to do a reaction to this song too, but what's the song? Him and Giggs. It's a bar. He's like, a rack and payment, the only G on a check I'm taking. It's off the Now or Never Giggs album. Straight Murder, that's what it's called. It's crazy, man. I'm a Dave freaking catalog. All the buttons.
Fuck the road, but if anybody's testing me, is one step away like a 5-a-side penalty.
Fuck the road. I'm not in the streets no more. Dave already told you. He already told you on Jekyll and Hyde. Get out of the streets. Get out of the streets. He already told you on Jekyll and Hyde. Stop it, bro. So he's out of the streets, but he's saying at the same time, it's still one step. I'm still, you know, it's one step away, like a 5-side penalty. You know, when you play 5-a-side, pretty common in the UK and maybe not as much in the US. Futsal type of vibes, or a little turf field, 5-on-5 soccer, football. When you take the penalties, whatever, you're one step away from the ball. Basically, you're just one step shoot type of vibe. And he's also saying, like, this smoke, you know, it's one step away. Like, I'm still, like, I'm not in the streets no more. I don't promote the streets, but, like, I'm still in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Santan Dave nationwide remembers me. Right pocket full of cards, I'm a referee.
Right pocket full of cards, referee. You know, we got a football reference, soccer reference, whatever you want to call it. Yellow, red card in his pocket.
Ain't it funny how this money that I'm getting came from fucking PAs like I'm sleeping with a secretary?
Ain't it funny how this money came in from fucking PAs? Like I'm sleeping with a secretary. So a PA, like whatever, physician assistant or something. But I guess he means secretary. I don't know. But basically, that's one meaning. You know, you messing with the secretary, PA, whatever. But fucking PAs. Not sure what he means, but he means it like he's making it like fucking PAs, like not like actually the act of doing it. But okay, I think I've heard that bar obviously many times every time I listen to a song. I don't think I know the other meaning of it, to be honest. I don't know what PA stand for. It's maybe something music related. I don't know if he's maybe that, yeah.
Your girlfriend's obsessed
piano
with me,
something.
But that's a story for another day. And this is why love is
Girlfriend's
fucked,
obsessed with me.
you went and put your trust
I gotta wheel it up.
Wheel it up. For another day. And this is cheap. Ain't it funny how this money that I'm getting came from fucking PAs like I'm sleeping with a secretary?
Yeah.
Secondly, your girlfriend's obsessed with me, but that's a story for another day. And this is why love is fucked, cause you went and put your trust in her, and then she sent me nudes. I said, nah, cover up.
I think this is why I was saying earlier, this is the part of the song where he gets real about like this stuff about girls, bro. How you guys should be acting around girls, and how you know what's really going on out here. So listen up. This is the realest, I think the realest stuff I've ever heard, like, about this subject. So yeah, man. Like, your girl,
This fucked, cause you went and put your trust in her, and then she sent me nudes. I said, nah, cover up.
this is why love is fucked. You in love with this girl, and now she goes and sends Dave nudes, and he's telling her, no, cover up. He has some decency, you know. You recognize what's going on here. This girl got a boyfriend. This is stuff that's going on. She's probably not invested as you are. Probably.
I aired it. Certain girls I can't respect.
He aired it. Like, not, he didn't reply. That's what that means. Certain girls you can't respect when you're doing shit like that. You got a boyfriend. He's in love with you. You over here sending Dave nudes.
We're all nothing to someone, and that you can't forget. So just remember, when the girl's playing hard to get, there's probably another person that she's trying hard to get.
Oh my god, dude. This is one of the realest bars I've ever heard in my life when it comes to about girls, you know, or about relationships, you could say. We're all nothing to someone. We're all nothing to someone, and that you have to respect. I think is what he said. Just remember, when a girl's playing hard to get, there's probably another person she's trying hard to get. Like that. Like, this dude was 19 when he was saying this. Like, and that's the realest thing I ever heard, man. When a girl is like playing hard, don't. There's no girls out here that aren't trying to get no guys. They're not just like playing hard to get with everyone. Nah, man. They're just not into you like they are into the dude they're trying hard to get. That's really what's going on. That's actually, and if you think about it, it makes sense. And we're all nothing to someone. That's just the way it is. Like, and I'll let this continue, but you know, let it go.
And there's probably a girl on your phone right now that you hardly text, just looking for love, but everybody wants what they can't touch. So if you touch my money, you can.
On my phone right now, OVO case. Not the flex. I am a Drake dick rider. I am a Dave and a Drake dick rider. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And there's a girl on your phone right now. You hardly text her. And every guy can relate to this. No one cannot relate to this. You probably don't really text her. You don't really care about her like that. But you're going over to the next girl that you're really into, and you're doing the most for her. You're probably thinking about when to text her, texting her like whenever she replies. You know, not that that's a bad thing necessarily, but like, you're doing the most for this girl, and you don't care about this other girl that's probably super into you, but you don't look at her like that, because everyone's going for what they can't get. Like Dave said, he said it better.
And that you can't forget. So just remember,
and that you
when
can't
the
forget. That's
girl's
what he
playing
said.
hard to get, there's probably another person that she's trying hard to get. And there's probably a girl on your phone right now that you hardly text, just looking for love, but everybody wants what they can't touch. So
that's what he said. Everyone wants what they can't touch. That's such a real statement. Real think about it, bro. You know, every guy, and probably the same for girls, because just the way people's minds work, you want something you can't touch. You're always going for the next thing, the next best thing in life. I mean, and definitely when it comes to like relationships, it's like you're going for what you can't get, because that's what makes it interesting. It's not interesting if you already got a girl in your back pocket, so to speak, or, you know, a girl has a guy in their back pocket. They know they can always talk to them, and they're looking for love, and you are their like big thing. But now you got someone else as your big thing. There's someone else you're trying hard to get, and that's what you can't touch. That's the only thing you want. You don't want someone that's in, you know what I mean, easy for you. You already can get them whenever you want, so to speak. It's just real stuff. Like, this is stuff everyone probably you should know. It's pretty obvious, but a lot of people don't act that way, bro. A lot of people don't realize it. And Dave, man, 19th birthday, man.
If you
guitar riff
touch
for that.
my money, you can.
Thank you 169 for putting the guitar riff right after Dave just said one of the most realest things I ever heard in my life.
See what I'm about. You can ask your little sister. I will be inside your house, eating from your fridge, feet up on your couch. Tell your little brother, butter me a sandwich, spreading evenly amounts. You think I'm playing any games? Why do you think I talk about cars, women, and chains? And
hey, little bro, butter me a sandwich, even amounts. Maybe a little jelly on there, you feel me? Just like your girl got jelly in her pants. Oh, that sound kind of curt. You know what I mean. Ice Spice, give me a call. Dave be on on a violation thing, man. Dave be on a violation thing sometimes, bro. It's scary, bro. It's funny. It's hilarious.
And even the amount, you think I'm playing any games? Why do you think I talk about cars, women in chains? And half of the songs I make, materialistic aims. Make
Funny
me feel
stuff,
away
bro.
when I want it, when I got it inside your house. You touch my money, you can see what I'm about.
See what I'm about.
You can ask your little sister, I will be inside your house, eating from your fridge, feet up on your couch.
They be
Your
so
little brother,
funny.
butter me a
But it's
sandwich,
real
spreading
shit, man.
even the amount, you think I'm playing
You wanna
any games?
play with
Why do
me?
you think I talk about cars, women in chains? And half of the songs I make, materialistic aims. Make me feel away when I want it, when I got it, it don't ever feel the same. We got different types of problems. I'm getting corporate.
Oh my god, the thing that I think is so like any artist you really like, at the end of the day, it's because they're relatable. Dave, I find super relatable. Not about everything, obviously, but stuff like that where it's like, if I keep saying this, I would say sometimes about Drake, but I think really it works with Dave the most. If I was gonna be a rapper, I would literally be Dave. Like, Dave is the person I would be if I'm a rapper, bro. I have like, it's the same outlook I have on life, bro. I'm not trying to say like I'm smarter than, or I'm like necessarily I knew as much, because I definitely don't know that much, and I'm 19. But like the outlook he has on life, man, and just like the stuff he preaches, you know. He's like, why do you think I'm preaching about cars, women, and chains in every song I make? Materialistic aims. When I want it, but when I want it, but then when I got it, it never feels the same. But you got different types of problems, bro. Your problems ain't like my problems. And like, I'm the same way. Like, I be materialistic as hell, and when I got it, it never feels the same. It's like, what you're wanting is the interesting part. It's like the journey is the film, to quote the guy off Dave's We're All Alone in This Together. But literally, like, the journey is the best part, not the destination. And everyone can relate to this. How many times you were, for months and months, you wanted to buy something, you bought it, it was cool for the first day or whatever, but then it's just like, it was really wanting it that it was exciting, not really getting it. And it connects back to what he was talking about, girls. The whole thing that's interesting is you're wanting this thing that you can't get. Not to objectify, I mean, like, you're wanting a woman that you can't get. Everyone wants what they can't touch, so to speak, as Dave said. But you know what I mean? Someone who you have already, the person who's on your phone that you hardly text, and they're looking for love, it's not interesting to you because you already got it. You know what I mean? Same theme.
And half of the songs I make, playing any games. Why do you think I talk about cars, women in chains? And half of the songs I make, materialistic aims. Make me feel away when I want it, when I got it, it don't ever feel the same. We got different types of problems. I'm getting corporate tax on this cash that I'm making, and at the same time,
honestly, I'm not really sure. I've listened to this song obviously before, and I'm not really sure what he meant by like I agree with the whole materialistic aims thing. Like, I can, as I said, I relate to it. I agree with it completely. I'm not sure what he meant by it in terms of like how it relates to what he was saying before that, but like, in terms of like, he's saying, why do you think I talk about cars, women, and chains? Like, what his point was by that, necessarily the full point, but like, I get that part of it, so to speak. But yeah, man, it's crazy song, man. There's so much stuff to unpack, bro.
I need to vanquish my pagans. If you touch my feet up on your couch, to your little brother, but
So I'm wheeling it up. Just like Lee, my guy Lee, UK reactor, one of my favorite UK reactors, Lee to the 4. This channel is called. And if you watch UK reactors, you know what I'm talking about. He be wheeling it up like mad.
Ask your little sister, I will
Every
be inside
bar.
your house, eating from your fridge, feet up on your couch. Tell your little brother, butter me a sandwich, spreading evenly amounts. You think I'm playing any games? Why do you think I talk about cars, women, and chains? And half of the songs I make, materialistic aims, make me feel away when I want it. When I got it, it don't.
Yeah, so I was saying, like, I'm not really sure how it connects to the bars before, but, like, I guess he just starting a new thought, so to speak. And he's basically saying, like, do you think I'm playing any games, bro? I think that's kind of just the, like, I'm just on some, I'm in a different space than you are. I got different problems. I'm over here. I got all these materialistic games, all these things I can buy. And, you know, when I do buy them, I don't feel, that's how it is. Like, I just don't feel the same way as when I want them. So I think that's kind of what he meant.
We got different types of problems. I'm getting corporate tax on this cash that I'm making, and at the same time I need to vanquish my pagans.
That's his love.
If you think it's dead, you're mistaken.
Vanquish pagans.
Headed and dangerous, and still living in this matrix. All I want to do is make my loved ones proud. This year alone we made 300,000, but my mum won't smile because her son's on trial. We got different types of problems. Would you?
That's some real stuff. Like, if you really understand Dave and his story, bro, realize how, like, just deep some of this stuff, man. How he's pouring his heart out. I had to take a drink of the Smart Water for that. Again, don't sponsor me. So Dave basically is from the materialistic part. He's in his flexing money bag. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. Every rapper, and Dave, the thing that separates Dave from other rappers is he acknowledges that part of his game, that part of his rap game, and he acknowledges the good and the bad of it, because that's how smart he is. Most rappers just do it, and that's like all their music, and they never even like step back and acknowledge, oh, is this good or is this bad, you know, and let alone even have a separate part to the rap game. But the thing I was referencing before that I was going crazy about was, he said, this year we made 300,000, but my mom won't smile because her son's on trial. That's like, imagine, like, it was such a, like, and I kind of got a decent picture of this. Obviously, like, I don't know Dave personally, so I'm not going to claim to know Dave personally. I hope I do at some point, because I feel like I really want to meet him, you know what I'm saying? Produce for him, whatever. But you really start to get a sense of like how his life was at like these early ages when he's coming up. Like, he was dealing with this stuff going on with his brother while he was coming up in the rap game and starting to make tons of money, starting to be known by everyone in his area, everyone in London, everyone in the UK. But it's like almost like everything has a shadow has been casted over it, so to speak, because his brother is dealing with this horrible thing in his life, and like his mother is obviously emotionally you know, sort of tied to this event, and it's whatever, everything that's going on with his brother, and is, you know, saddened by it, and obviously, you know, feels terrible about it. But it's like at the same time, it's like you're his brother, but you're going through all this success, and it's not like it doesn't probably feel the same as if, you know, it doesn't feel the same as it probably would for most people who just have success normally, because you have all this going on in the background here, or like alongside. And your mom's not smiling because you made 300,000, because her son's on trial. Your brother, your Dave's other brother. It's definitely it's a very like kind of, I don't know, a part of me is like feels sad for Dave that he didn't, you know, get to feel like the full, like, you know, like he felt like there's probably a shadow over his success, and I think he's rapped about that maybe before. I'm not really sure. I feel like I remember that idea being somewhere, but he's also like you have to, the other part of it is like, it is what it is. Like, you know, you would want your mom to, you know, obviously, you know, take care of and like be there for your son if your son's going through that stuff as well. So it just kind of is what it is. But
know about living in a shadow where every single thing that you can do is being tainted because your brother's in a station and he's ill to the marrow.
There you go. Next bar, bro. Of course, that's what I thought about in my head. I'm like, I think he said that before. He says the next bar, everything you do is being tainted. Because your brother's in a station and he's ill to the marrow. like to the bone marrow, like as in like he's in the worst, worst state. He, depressed, whatever, physically, mentally, everything. It's just, and everything you do is tainted. I'm making millions. I'm known everywhere in my town. SW13, SW16, Streatham. I'm the guy now. I'm reaching my dreams. I'm realizing my dreams. It's not the same. So there's stuff going on. It's like it's good. It's a good and a bad part.
When I turn into an adult, all them kids my age were going Team Fest. When I was getting searched by a golden retriever and a cat A pigeon, and he's ill to the marrow. 12 or 13 when I turn into an adult.
12
all
or
them
13.
kids my age were going Team Fest. When I was getting searched by a golden retriever and a cat A prison while I'm standing on an arrow. We used to have cards and I were playing with.
This is why he's so part of this going through this pain, man. Dave said it at it's the last bar on Psychodrama on Drama, which was, like I said before, one of my favorite songs off the album. Maybe my favorite song at this point. I don't even know, because it gets me through some tough times. The last bar of the whole album. I thank God for the pain. Thank God for the pain. I'm gonna have to paraphrase. Basically, I thank God for the pain. Because it like made me who I am now. Basically, I think what the bar roughly is. And this is what you're seeing, the like kind of the example or evidence of it. Like he's saying, at 12 or 13, I turned into an adult. Like all this shit was happening to me, but it's like stepping back and you're seeing him giving all these bars. He's only 19. The good part is like the bittersweet thing is like he had to go through all this, but now he's so much more mature, so much more knowledgeable, and he's so unique in that way. No one else is like that. Obviously, you wouldn't wish probably what he went through upon anyone, but it's like he says, he's like, I thank God for the pain, because it's like it made me, made you stronger, made me who I am now, whatever, that type of thing. Crazy stuff. Dave, when you really dive deep into Dave, like as an artist, man, it's just like there's so many gems, so many like things, just interesting things that you don't get from 99% of rappers, man. The teens my age, or my friends my age, they were going to Teen Fest, which I don't know for sure what that is, but I'm assuming it's like a amusement park type of event, or like a like a carnival type of event. Like I know they got Carnival UK, whatever, Carney, whatever. Basically, like, they were going to have fun. I was getting searched in a Cat A prison, golden retriever. Like, while my friends were doing this, I'm over here getting searched in a Cat A prison. I think category A or whatever, like a high security, I think probably what that means. And getting searched by dogs and shit. Like, just, this is how it is. Like,
we used to have cards and I were playing with retriever.
Dave appreciates, like, detailing this imagery out. And he understands, like, people, like, Dave's fans will appreciate it. And, like, we definitely do. And it's just stuff you won't get from me, rapper.
Prison while I'm standing on an arrow. We used to have cards and I were playing with swords. My G went from blackjack to a blackjack sparrow. I know so.
It's one of my favorite bars ever, also. Along with the LA bar, CLA bar. We used to have cards. Or we used to play with cards. Have cards, and now we're playing with what did he say? Used to have cards, and now we're playing with swords. My G went from a blackjack to a blackjack sparrow. That's so hard. We used to play with cards, like we're playing cards, little card games, freaking Go Fish, whatever you want to call it, freaking you can play freaking poker, whatever you want to play. We were doing that we were kids, we were doing that, having fun. Now we're playing with swords, like Shanks. Like I just did the Dave video, the Fredo video, talking about Shanks. He's talking about like Maji's replaced the bike with a sword. They're looking more like a Viking. Like Shanks, swords. Maji went from blackjack to a blackjack sparrow. Blackjack, the card game, but now he's a blackjack sparrow. He is black, like African American, whatever, but Jack Sparrow, like. Swords, Pirates of the Caribbean, he had a sword. Like, so hard, bro. Blackjack Sparrow. top 3 bar ever.
So many man, you got a case on their head that would kill to.
Is your favorite rapper giving you this? What are they giving you? Freaking, like, what are they giving you? Not this.
Come home, but their chances are narrow in this world that we live in. Nobody listens. We do have thoughts, but nobody's thinking, and I get it, cause none of us are trying to play the victim. Any disrespect and retaliation instant.
Such a, like, so much real shit. We do have thoughts. Nobody's thinking. Like, it's like, it's just
nobody listens. We do come home, but their chances are narrow. I know so many mats and now we're playing with swords. My G went from blackjack to a blackjack.
It's gonna be a 47-minute
I know
video.
so many man who got a case on their head that would kill to come home, but their chances are narrow in this world that we live in. Nobody listens.
Nobody.
We do have thoughts, but nobody's thinking, and I get it.
It's such a sad world, bro. That's so real too. Nobody's listening. Everyone just does what they think is best for them. They won't listen to people. So many closed-minded people. We do have thoughts. Like, we do. Well, people have logical thoughts. They're not like thinking.
None of us are trying to play the victims. We do have thoughts, but nobody's thinking, and I get it, cause none of us.
Like, you have it'll come to it'll appear in your mind, but you're not acting on it. You're not really, acting by the thought. You're just having the thought, just as anyone would have the thought, but you're not really doing anything about it. You're not actuating it. You're not putting it into practice. No one listens. It's how it is.
Play the victim. Any disrespect and retaliation instant. I know a lot of men have been dodging karma, and they think it's all laughter till the bitch comes to kiss them. You know the difference between life and death is one bad decision, 3 or 4 inches.
Especially in the like stuff Dave raps about, stuff Fredo raps about. 3 or 4 inches, bro. It's just, yeah. I think Crept and Conan, Fire in the Booth freestyle. I know I'm naming random stuff so much, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, it won't make any sense. In Conan's verse, he talks about, I nearly died if it was, he got like stabbed, if it was like an inch or like a centimeter, a millimeter. I think he said a millimeter in another way, he would have died. Like, it's just literally 3 or 4 inches can, even a millimeter, it can literally be a difference between life and death.
So many man my age have got PTSD, and I don't think that it's hit them. If you envision the way that we're living, the things that we had seen, situations that we've been in, you would understand why I don't want to talk about my life in every song I've ever written.
He's talking to the people now, like me, who like, we didn't grow up in the area, the type of areas, had dealt with the type of stuff, had the type of experiences at the type of early age that Dave did. We don't know about it. I mean, I can imagine, and I think because I listen to this type of music, I'm way more aware of it than, the average person is. And I understand. And he says, maybe like, you don't understand why, or like maybe then you'll understand why, like, I don't want to talk about my song talk about it in every song ever written, talk about this stuff. Because it's like real stuff. And he said before, the bar before, some people, a lot of dudes like who've been through the stuff I've been through, or like a lot of these guys, they have PTSD at a young age. They don't really know it because they're just so young. It's crazy, bro. Crazy stuff, man. Just, I have so much admiration for the stuff Dave came from, the stuff he had to deal with, and how he is now. He's really like the Drake of the UK. Not even to like, and I don't even want to put him in necessarily any type of box or like say he's like another artist. Like, he's his own artist by far. No one like him ever. It's crazy, man. God admire. I want to keep this a serious video just because this is like meaningful song. Definitely to him, I'm assuming. But like to me as well. Yeah.
I really want to help, but it's out of my control and jurisdiction because a lot of road youths have got a sickness mentally.
He's saying like, I want to help, but it's like I can only help so much, like, and that's how it is. Like, you have to keep moving forward. Like, you can be like you should do like what Dave's doing. Like, I'm gonna call this stuff out, try to help in that way, but like I can't help any more than that. It's like a lot of these guys, they let like it's like mental sickness. They got like PTSD, then you should address it. Like, that's what he's saying, but it's like I can't like do much more than that, like, to help point it out, Gotta keep moving. But real stuff he's talking about. like 169, man. It's just the beats, man. It's like it's just such a perfect beat for the vibe. Beat switch just go great.
Like, look, my mummy always used to tell me this: David, listen when your oldest speaking. I know man that listen to their oldest speaking, and now they're all lifed off and they don't know the reason. In a weird way, summer is the...
I heard telling them listen to the olders, like kind of like a UK term, like basically like the elders, like the old people. Listen to them, listen to their speaking. But then he's saying, I know people that listen to the olders, and now they're all lifed off. They don't know why. Like, as in lifed off, like birded, like given up life prison sentence. And they don't know why. Because that's basically what the stuff the olders are telling them. I'm assuming what he means by that is like, maybe they're given their kind of way outlook on life is conducive to, you know, ending up like that. They're not looking at things in the same like smart way in terms of like, let me just get out of this area, let me just get out of this as soon as possible, do something positive. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting how Dave put it. Like, they told me listen to olders. The people who listen to olders, they're in prison for life. They don't know why.
The coldest season, you'll get killed at a off and they don't know the reason. In a weird way, summer is the coldest season. You'll get killed at a party for the smallest reason.
Facts.
One day you're chilling in secondary.
It's interesting, right?
Next day your right hand's a memory. So when I say that I'm a...
One time you're chilling in secondary school, like equivalent of US high school, I think. Next day right hand, your right hand is a memory. He has a similar bar on a heart attack, like your right hand turned to jelly or something like that. I think that's what the bar is. Or he has something on a heart attack about it. It might not be that bar. I might be thinking of another bar. But he talks about like that a lot. Like next day, like you know, were popped at someone, had whatever stuff going on, stuff in the street. And yesterday you were just at school.
Alone, do you know the feeling? When I say the day, your right hand's a memory. So when I say that I'm alone, do you know the feeling? When I say the game's over, do you know the meaning? I mean that I don't have the time for this. I need a girl, but same time, there's no time for them. I got people inside and I don't write to them. It's like I don't feel pain no more. I can't do journeys on the train no more. Can't shed a tear writing on a page no more. I don't want to play games no more. I don't want my friends on a case no more. And trust me, I don't want a war on the ends, but it's like you want to start it, so say no more. I'm too big for this nonsense. I don't need problems, meetings. 1.5 million ain't an option. I don't need a deal or an option. In my own neighborhood, me, Jack, Benny in the office. I don't need Excel, Sony, drama. Our team's faster, Street Sam Cara. I got a lot of love for everyone that checks for me, and a lot of love for certain girls sexually. Texting me saying that she slept on me, and definitely wishes that she slept with me.
He's still giving little bars, and he's talking the realest shit, like in terms of just emotional stuff. Like texting me saying that she slept on me. Like, dang, I never really took you serious like that. You know, now she sees he's up there. Now she takes him serious. Now he blew up. Wishing that she slept with me though. Slept on me, slept with me. Little play on words type of thing. But he's like, this mindset is kind of like, I feel I'm kind of relating to it too right now too, because it's just like, it's just game over. Like, no more games, no more like, let's just grind. I want to grow, same time there's no time for them. Let's just grind. There's people inside, I don't write to them. He just like, don't feel pain no more. Like, he's kind of like, I can't shed a tear no more. It's just like he's been through so much, and to the point where he's like immune to it. Going back to the whole PTSD thing, like you just kind of like different state of mind now. He just kind of feels like he's immune to stuff now because he's been through so much. And so he's in a different mindset now. He's just focused. That's how I'm taking it. No more games. Not playing games with girls like that. I'm just trying to, or, you know, not playing games with girls, not playing games with record labels. Just hear games over, revenge on the Game Over's title song on the EP. I ain't looking for respect. I'm looking for revenge.
Look, on another note, I want to say thanks to Cal.
Okay.
One of my closest from young, and we're still at it now. I remember when we learned to play piano just to make each other jealous. Who'd have thought that we would practice now?
Piano
Talent's
boy.
been standing out.
They call Dave the piano boy. He's cracked on piano.
I remember last year you never had a clue, and this year you went and did practice now. Your talent's been standing out. Be proud of your dream, you should stand and shout. I remember last year you never had a clue, and this year you went and did attitude. Speaking of attitude, we learned to play piano just to make each other jealous. Who'd have thought that we would practice now? Your talent's been standing out. Be proud of your dream, you should stand and shout. I remember last year you never had a clue, and this year you went and did attitude. Speaking of attitude,
look at Dave, bro, putting it on for his friends, like shouting them out, saying like, you really pursuing your dreams and I respect you for that. He's talking about Kyle Evans, I'm pretty sure, one of his like frequent collaborators, like frequent producers that he has. 169, obviously he's the one producing this song. I think he was like his really main producer like early on. Kyle Evans obviously as well. He said like you went and did Attitude, like he produced Attitude. Kyle Evans, he produced Clash off of this album. He produced a few songs, I think, a couple songs on We're All Alone in This Together also. Yeah, he's another one of him, 169. Huge, like, inspirations for me. I don't know, to some extent, sonically, I'm not really sure. But definitely in terms of, like, motivational and, like, they're the ones who got me more energized and wanting to produce. They're just inspirations, bro. And him, 169. So yeah, man, it's just don't get any appreciation, like barely get any love. I feel like even from Dave fans, like, I mean, they're probably aware of him, but like, it's just, yeah, they're like, if you listen to this beat too, such a great beat. Every 169 beat, every Kyle Evans beat, you know, hey, my dream, bro, is to work with one of them. So, you know, inshallah, that could happen, inshallah. But yeah, man, just they gotta thank Dave for, we gotta respect Dave for, like, you know, giving props. Always been super like thankful for even the smallest things, and it like, and he'll literally like saying it in his music like this.
It's only right I say sorry for my attitude, and I ain't ever mad at you, Terrell. Man,
Play on words,
Fraser
attitude.
Especially. I got a lot of things I'm dealing with mentally. I feel down a lot and I ain't got the energy. I need all of your help to get the best from me. There's way too much to do, I ain't getting sleep. The last time I got arrested, they arrested me. Tell me a treatment for a video I didn't make myself from scratch. Every lyric, every melody, every fucking beat, every little detail in the artwork and video. Everything is me, a wonderful team and a God that I serve. My friends and my mum, my brothers and my girl. I don't want short-term success or a banger, man, assigning to a sentence, getting lost in the words. And it's fine if you short-term success or I serve. My friends and my mum, my brothers and my girl. I don't want short-term success or a banger, man, assigning to a sentence, getting lost in the words. And it's fine if...
Oh, that's so hard, bro. I don't want short-term success or like a banger, man. Like, I don't want like the one-hit wonder type of thing. That man are signing to a sentence, getting lost in the words. Oh my, like, that's how hard, bro. Like, I think what he means by my interpretation of that is like, these dudes that are signing a record deal off of a one-hit wonder, they're like a one-hit wonder, so to speak. They just got one song. They're signing to a sentence. It's like they're signing they're like a prison sentence, so to speak, for themselves. Like, you're gonna just fall off. You're a one-hit wonder. Dave's saying he's saying like he wants to avoid that. You're signing a sentence, getting lost in the words. sentence words, but play on, you know, signing the record deal, I think. Yes, he's saying, no, I'm trying to avoid that. I'm trying to be here for a long time. And that's what he's been. That's what he's doing. Building a legacy. He's not here off of a hit. He's here off talent. Talent and passion and heart that you don't see anywhere else. And knowledge, of course.
If you sign, man, it's each to their own. But these clones need to know that I'm different from the world. Don't compare me to them, they couldn't beat me at my worst. It don't matter if I'm rapping or I'm singing on the verse.
They need to know. That's what an attitude, bro. Again, shout out to attitude, like Davis said. But these clones need to know that I'm different. I'm different, basically. You know what I'm saying? The MP, and put it in today's terms, all these NPCs, bro. They need to know, like, I'm trying to prove myself. I'm better than everyone else. Let me prove it to you, type of thing. Like, this is a scary, like, time for the rest of the game, bro. When Dave dropped this thing, man, just different mentality, man. I'm trying to be in this mentality. That's how I'm hoping to be in right now.
Look, people don't get that I'm serious. I don't want to play games no more. I don't want to talk to these girls no more. I can't fuck a girl that's in it for the fame no more. A man can't talk on my name no more. I'll give it 5 or 10 minutes till your main thing talks. She's telling me that they don't talk no more, but I'm pretty sure that his wifey knows more. No more, no, I don't want to play no more.
She knows.
No talks if it isn't money made no more. No more, no, I don't want to play no more. I don't want to play no games no more. And I don't want to see my girl no more, cause I don't really want to see her hurt no more. My mum telling me that she's got to stop working, and I'm telling mommy you ain't got to work no more, no more. Mommy, you ain't got to hurt no more. You ain't got to cry in your shirt no more. Mommy, you ain't got to wake up for work in the freezing cold in the middle of the night for a check no more. Mommy, you ain't got to cry no more. You ain't got to stress in the night no more. And I ain't got to say no more. We ain't playing games no more.
I got chills from that, bro. I'm telling mom, you ain't gotta work no more. Mom's saying she don't want to work no more. You ain't gotta work no more. I made it. We made it. God, that's emotional at the end, man. I feel like it's such a underappreciated song, man. This is like so many things at once in one song, like giving you like girl advice, like the realest girl advice you ever hear in your life, or like general relationship advice, giving you a little of the flex talk for a little quick second. Most of it was just like real talk, just real life, real stuff. And a lot of it too was giving you a window into his mentality at the time. Game over. And like he was kept repeating it then, like, I don't want anything if it ain't money talk no more, or something like he just said, like, ain't no games no more. That's that vibe. That's the mentality right now. And I think that's really the main moral of the song, is like my 19th birthday is just giving you a window into this time in his life, his newfound mentality, his newfound just focus, everything. Like, no more games, game over. That's really the whole, like, how I see it, the whole, like, you know, obviously the whole meaning of that EP. Just, this is like my time. I'm going harder than I've ever gone before. Like, I'm cutting out all these distractions, girls that are in it for the fame. I'm just here to grind, support my guys, 169 Kyle, everyone else. Like, I ain't here for no. I'm just here to grind, make money that I can, make the bag. No more distractions, and I feel like a great mentality for everyone to follow. That's basically what I've been trying to follow. That's the reason why I came back to YouTube, is because I felt like I was gonna come anyways, inevitably, but like that was kind of the mentality that I've recently got into over the last month, And this is a great, I think, song to do a reaction to, because it kind of not personifies, but it brings that idea to life. That's what Dave kind of is mostly trying to convey with this song, I think. But yeah, this reaction again is like so long, but I feel like this deserves it. I'm Back deserves it as well, because it was like the first video come back, you know. And yeah, man, this is one of the best songs ever created by Dave. I think you probably agree with that. I think you'd say he said it was one of his favorite songs to record. It's so underappreciated, and I hope, you know, everyone out there give it some more listens. And yeah, man, hope you enjoyed this reaction. Leave a comment if what else you want to see, what you think of this reaction, any comments, you know. Yeah, man, see y'all in the next one. Peace out.